This case study was sent in to us by Chris Kay. The camera case was Lucy's granddad's but had sadly fallen into a poor state. There was no thread holding the case together. It had plastic tie wraps punched through holes in the leather to sort of secure it. The first job was to strip it down, getting all the tie wraps off and then pulling all the thread bits out of the leather. Every sewing hole was checked to see if it was intact and could be used again. This took a long time as there were hundreds to check. Luckily, most of them were okay to use except the two strengtheners that held the camera lens and top together. These would need replacing. Then a visit to see Peter at the identity store to get some leather and leather stain to match up the colour of the case. Some saddle soap was put on the bottom of the lens cover flap as this was very dry and had to be made supple due to its constant bending when the case is opened. There were some holes where the tie wraps were fitted, so a plug was cut out of some leather and glued and fitted into the holes. The 4 strengthener pieces were cut out to match and stained. These then had a rivet fitted and had to be stitched back into place. New stitch holes had to be made and all stitched back together. New velvet was added to the inside of the case. Finally, all of the stitching of the panels pulled the case back together, and once this was done, new snap studs were fitted. Once finished, the whole case was given a coat of stain and allowed to dry overnight, and then the action repeated. Once totally dry, a good finish was put on and then polished. Chris says he was glad he had used nearly all of the original case because of the heritage and history of it being Lucy's granddad's camera. Lucy collected the camera and was astounded to see the difference. No tie wraps, all sewn up, new velvet and all the scuff marks gone. She said to Chris she couldn't wait to show her grandmother and also her friends. Chris said it was something he'd never done before, but he thoroughly enjoyed doing it. And I think you'll agree he made a great job.